Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you like this watch, you can see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today, we're discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day Date 2. This is the 218235 in Everose 18-karat red gold. The timepiece was part of a family built from 2008 to 2014, and it remains the largest Day Date you can buy, as the subsequent Day Date 40 sized everything down 1 millimeter in diameter and considerably more than that across the wrist. On my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, the original Big President, as it's affectionately known, is an imposing timepiece, especially with this potent combination of red gold and black dial. In terms of thickness, it's not overbearing by any means. 12.1 millimeters thick with a sloping case flank and conical bezel. It slides easily underneath a dress sleeve of any description. From lug to lug, the watch is full-sized at 49.6 millimeters, but when you include the solid projecting end links of this President bracelet, it's a meaty 52.9 millimeters across the wrist, and that's really the key difference dimensionally between this and something like a Day Date 40, which is under 48 millimeters across the wrist, because the end links on the Day Date 40 are pivoted and slope straight down. This one is more imposing along the lines of a 43 or a 44 millimeter round watch. The timepiece does feature a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs, but you would be nuts to replace this Rolex factory President bracelet. While the Day Date is often nicknamed the President, the bracelet itself is properly called the President. That's the name that Rolex has applied to this three-link design. It's somewhere between a Jubilee and an Oyster in terms of its solidity and style. Because of the small individual links, it's supple, like a Jubilee, but because it's only a three-link design and it doesn't have a lot of small moving parts, it's robust like an Oyster. And it's also handsome, with polish down the center, polish on the outer shoulders, and the flanks in satin. It tapers nicely, and as you can see, the sizable links are fixed by screws. The clasp is internally all of high polish, fully finished, and even the crown clasp over the years has become more complex, as it's now a pivoted beak and hook system, so it's not friction fit. It does lock closed, and the partition point, as ever, demarcated only by the 5-point coronet, but the coronet now a complex locking mechanism designed to ensure absolute security when on the wrist. Thoughtful design is present throughout. Though this is a big watch, it never adopted the somewhat overbearing, and some might even say odious, squared-off profile of the so-called supercase seen on the dive watches, the GMT, and the Explorer 2. This is a still richly rounded case flank with nicely tapered lugs that have an inherent elegance uncompromised by the sheer mass of the watch. It has both mass and class in equal measure. All of high polish, it fits because the mid-case is so slim it doesn't appear blockish or monolithic. The bezel is nicely faceted, almost like a cut gem rendered in precious metal. And the dial base is a bit of a surprise because it's a matte black. Once again, Rolex balancing the combination of polish and light-absorbing surfaces, and the dial being a little bit of a sink of light, nicely contrasting with the polish of the case as well as the polish of the applied Roman numerals. Apertures for the day and the date, and a quick set for both, rose gold hands and Rolex coronet with a railroad track printed in white on black outboard of the hour indices for the seconds and the minutes, Cyclops eye magnifier, which in my opinion is more natural on the larger day dates. It tends to crowd the dial of the 36 millimeter watch, but I find that it appears more natural and even less offensive to those who hate the Cyclops. Give it another chance. On a bigger dial, it has less of a one might say imposing appearance and more of a complementary appearance. Now, the timepiece does feature the unique caliber 3156, only ever used in this model. It features a larger day and date wheel plus Rolex's proprietary Paraflex shock protection, automatic winding bidirectional 48-hour power reserve, free-sprung balance with a full balance bridge for shock resistance, overcoil hairspring, and COSC chronometer adjustment in multiple positions, the overcoil complementing the multi-position adjustment and precision of the chronometer status. The watch with a parachrom blue alloy about its overcoil so that it's robustly anti-magnetic, and though a dress watch, 100 meters water resistant with a screw-down twin-lock crown, stop seconds, and once more the hacking as well as double quickset functionality for precise setting. 31 jewels made entirely in-house by Rolex. This is a timepiece now discontinued that has already found favor among those who prefer Rolex quality, but with the wrist presence of the Big President, the original Big President. See the Day Date 2 and wear the original and biggest of presidents on the watch box.